Hello out there. This is Deseran, and we're doing something a little special today. The game you're looking at right now is Age of Wonders 3. It's a favorite of mine. I enjoy playing it every now and then. Excuse me. Still just a little bit sick. Just a little. So, I'm playing this right now because I didn't want to overshadow what I'm doing. Because this is going to be my Q&A. Finally getting it done. After numerous delays. First, I just wanted to wait to get enough questions in from people, and then I tried to pick the right game to have in the background, and then it got to and then I got sick, and, well, you get the idea. Excuse me. But finally getting it done. Oh my. That also means we're finally going to have a winner for the little prize associated with this. But first of all, a general thank you to everyone that's subscribed to me. Thank you so much for enjoying my channel, for thinking I'm worth your subscription. Thank you to everyone who's put in a question. And thank you to a lot of good friends of mine, other YouTubers and such who've, well, if you've watched the many collabs I've put up lately, you know who I mean. Either way, let's get down to this. So, questions in no particular order. Oh, my. First of all, from Beautimus. Where did you get your channel name / Steam name? Now, I don't want to go into too much of a lengthy story on this. The short version, ex-girlfriend. We were basically playing online, some online roleplay games and such, and I asked her to come up with a username for me, something to use. We were thinking something kind of demonic sounding maybe, or just creative and unique. And she came up with this, with Deseran. And I used it, and I liked it. It was definitely something creative as far as at least from my neck of the woods, I'd never heard anything like it. And over the years, just kind of stuck with it. I've been using this username for almost, 15 years now. So a lot of history on it there. But a basic, simple story. Sorry if there isn't more hidden meaning behind it. Oh my. Let's just get everyone into position here. Next from Amy Face. Amy Face Games. Uh-oh. What inspired you to start streaming, recording, uploading to YouTube? Well, let's see here. Honestly, my main inspiration, how do I put this? Over the last couple of years, when I started to get into the whole Let's Plays, watching YouTube a lot more, all that stuff, I became a fan of Markiplier. And he actually became my main inspiration on this, mostly because on one side, I have a big love for horror games, as any of you know. On the other side, he was just entertaining to watch. Now, you might wonder, if he was my inspiration, why do I not act a bit more, like that, so to speak, a little more energetic, out there, crazy, in your face, etc., etc. I mean, simply put, to be honest, it's just not me. So, I mean, I decided, and I mean, if you've seen any of his inspirational videos, um, again, I just saw it like I wanted to share games that I enjoyed with people, but at the same time, I wanted to be myself. So that's where I am now. That's what's got me here. Oh my. But yeah, my main inspiration, I would have to say, was Markiplier, actually. Next from Motlock the Mad. What caused you to start streaming slash posting videos to YouTube? Now, this is a little bit different situation because, like I said, I was inspired by Markiplier and I wanted to try it, but I never really, for the longest time, I never really had the guts to do it. What happened was I was working a temporary position for a long while, and as you can imagine, temp job, you know, I knew that eventually it was going to end, obviously. Um, so I just started, you know, I just saved up money waiting for that day to come. At the same time, with videos and the such, I kept kind of talking myself out of doing them. It was that kind of situation where it was like, you know, just like, oh, I don't think I'm good enough to really be doing this. No one's going to watch it anyway. Um, no one's going to like my style because of who I am. Like, I'm not the most energetic or bombastic person around. I'm not wild and crazy. No one's going to watch someone being, you know, a bit on the serious side. That kind of thing. And so I kept kind of talking myself out of doing it. But then when I did actually lose my temp job, when that actually ended, at that point, I had nothing but free time. I was unemployed, trying to find work. I had nothing but free time, and I basically decided, okay, I'm going to genuinely do this. I'm going to take a little bit of my money, get myself a capture device, upgrade my computer, later upgrade my computer, and actually try and do this. And I have to say, I'm glad that I did. I mean, at first I only had a couple subscribers, but they were great, and they were very um, uh, they were very active. They said a lot. They always told me when they enjoyed my videos, and that was great. Um, and I mean, I found that just steadily I started growing, and that's just kind of the way it went. It was pretty damn awesome, honestly. I'm surprised I never honestly thought I'd even make it this far. But like I said, I'm glad I did it. I've met a lot of great people, a lot of kind people who've been very helpful, and it's just been a lot of fun. um, Next, let's see. Next question from Are You Gaming? From Are You Gaming? Vlog. What is the first game that you remember playing, and how did that game make you feel? That's a little bit of an interesting question. Because if I think back, if I be perfectly honest and think back, the absolute first game I ever played would be, let me see, let me just make sure I'm thinking right. Yeah, the first game I ever played, because I'm an old timer, so the first game I ever played would be Pong. Not joking. Pong. Think about that. way back in the days of Atari. I mean, jeez. That is a long time ago. Oh, God. And, I mean, I was only a kid then. I was like probably, geez, 5, 6, maybe 7. I was pretty young. And, I mean, at that age, I mean, the only thing I can really describe is just back then when it was the first time you could have something in your home and actually play like that, it was, I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, I have a younger brother and sister, so we could actually play that together. And, I mean, for its time, what you could do on the Atari 2600 was pretty awesome. I mean, the games I remember most from that were, well, Pong first. I'd say the game I played the most on that, though, was Combat. Simple game where you're either tanks or planes fighting against each other. I think me and my brother would play that a lot, honestly. Oh my. That just takes me back now. Thank you for the question, Flog. I get to remember my childhood a bit. Okay. Next, from the Rabble Rouser. At what point in our evolution as a species did we develop consciousness? Well, not quite sure how to answer that one. I'm not really sure where to go with that because it's a little odd for me as the only profession I'm trained in is accounting to give an answer on the evolution of the human race. Consciousness. It also kind of depends on what you call consciousness. I mean, if you're talking about along the lines of self, a realization of self, I mean, you could be talking about when we first started in caves, when we first started making real tools. But I'll go from, I'll just say, how about that jump between apes to us? I don't know really, though. Sorry about that, Ravel. You've asked me a question that I don't know the answer to. I'll probably put a link to Wikipedia or something up here. Or in the description. If you want to look up evolution. Oh, Ravel. Okay, next up. From Fallen Shogun. If you had to dibs anyone in your group of friends or gamers, who would you dibs and why? And you cannot avoid the question with no one. Shogun. My friends. Oh, God. Okay. Thankfully, with Shoguns, I've pre-planned an answer for this. So, who would I dibs and why? Simple question. I would dibs the creaky chair of doom, and simply so I can destroy it. Either that or set it up to properly creak at just the right time in horror games. That might actually be more worth it. Okay. Next up from Level Down Reviews. They decided to ask, what question should I ask? Well, it's a little late now for you to actually ask the question I think you should ask, so, I don't know. Maybe ask me how awesome I think the Prinnies are. I don't know. That might work. Bit late now, though. But Level Down Reviews, yeah, thank you so much for your question. And honestly, thank you again just for being a patron of mine. You are an awesome guy, and you're willing to actually put a little something towards me trying to make this a career. So thank you. Next up is Tripwire. Oh, Tripwire. Oh, Triples, what do you have? What would you say are some of your most loved musicians slash bands? Ooh, that's a bit of a toughie. I have to admit, when it comes to music, I'm pretty... My tastes are pretty basic. Well, like, I think the best way I can put it is that I like a little bit of everything, so to speak. So, it's a little hard to pick favorites, I suppose. But then again, at the same time, if you like a little bit of everything, I mean, there have to be some favorites in there. Let me see. Let me think here. Well, if I go from when I was younger, again, two bands that I used to listen to a lot when I was like teenager. One was Gorillaz. I just really enjoyed their music. It was really good seeing the in a lot of cases the upbeat tones mixed with the lyrics of that did not match up with it at all. I mean, it was perfect what they did, honestly. It was just some great music. And another band I used to listen to a lot was Pitch Shifter. Not a lot of our American friends, or North American friends, might know about that band. I mean, they might, but they might not. It's a little hard to tell sometimes. But they were an industrial UK band. And I heard about them actually from the soundtrack of Twisted Metal 3. Way back in the day. I just enjoyed their music. And again, it was industrial. It was like the it was the kind of, you know, down with the government, all that kind of stuff music. How society in general is the issues with society and etc. etc. But I mean, I just enjoyed the music. What do you want me to say, right? I don't know. I used to listen to a few other bands like Garbage, Papa Roach a bit back in the time. A little bit of everything, honestly. But yeah, I'd say those two at least stood out a bit more for me: Pitch Shifter and Gorillaz. So I hope that suits your needs for an answer, Trip. Okay, next up, let's see. Next up is from Kunami World. Do you like anime? And if yes, what? And if yes, what's your favorite movies / series? Well, that's an interesting one. Well, yes, I do like anime. I haven't watched a lot in the last while, like the last few years, but I do enjoy it. A lot more when I was younger. Now, if I were to say a favorite series and or movies, ooh, tough one. Well, okay, series I would probably have to go, and I've referenced this a few times in some videos. I would probably have to go. It's for series Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, just because that was friggin' awesome. It was. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. For the love of God, you are missing out. Along the lines of movies, not not too sure. I was a big fan of Princess Mononoke. That was pretty cool. It's a little... I haven't seen as many movies, except for, like, movies that came from the shows, so it was a little odd. Yeah, if I were to go for, like, a big budget, like, made movie, then yeah, I'd say probably favorite would be Princess Mononoke. I hope that is good for you, Konami. And thank you again for supporting me so much. Okay, next question is from Two Moogles Gaming. What do you think is the cutest video game character? Cutest. I have to admit, a lot of games I deal with don't involve cute too much. But let me think here. Cutest video game character. Who would I call cute? Okay. I think if I were to have to pick a cutest video game character, I'd have to go with... yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's kind of a tie for me, just because these two characters were to get... Now, these are from the exact same game. So, before you go saying anything, these are two characters, exact same game, and half the reason I'm saying they're the cutest are because they worked well together. So if you've actually played it, that would be awesome, but if you haven't, there is a game known as Chocobo's Dungeon 2. And honestly, the portrayals of the characters, it was specifically adorable. So, you're going from cute to ultra cute. And actually, the lead character, Chocobo, and his partner, the Moogle, Mog, those two, I'd say they fit the bill of cutest video game characters. But only from that specific game, because they were made ultra adorable there. Next up is Momoiro Kagami, otherwise known as Momo. She has been following me since the beginning, subscribed since the beginning, and again, thank you so much for being with me through all this. You comment on every video. You never miss one. So, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Now, she's actually specifically asked to be not in the drawing, so I'm going to respect that request. But, otherwise, Momoiro asks, when's my birthday? Now, she did say I didn't have to say my year of birth because if I'm worried about age or anything, but I don't really care about that. That's fine. I was born January 10th, 1982. Yes, you get to know how old I am. But yes, so my birthday is January 10th, Momo. I know, you just wanted to know so you can tell me happy birthday now and then, but I'm fine with it. It's cool. Thank you so much for the question, Momo. And thank you so much for watching everything I put out. Seriously, you're a little obsessed. Oh my. Okay, next up. M16 Noobing A3 asks, would you rather be stuck on an island with Amy or Selena Gomez? Odd question. Okay. I'm going to have to say this, and I will explain my answer. Because my answer, I would have to say Amy. Now, as for why, mostly I think she would be more fun than Selena Gomez. Better to talk to, we actually have things in common to talk about, and we can actually play games together. So, I mean, maybe I'm a weirdo, but I don't know. I'd like someone with, similar interests if I'm going to be stuck with them. Next up is a question from Lady Asabat. Oh, milady, thank you for asking something. Now, her question. In retaliation to a certain somebody's question, what weapons would you consider most effective for killing the undead? I wonder whose question that might be from. As we look at my, undead Shogun friend. Okay, this is a two-part answer. One, if we're talking about regular kind of zombies, it's always good for blunt instruments or a simple, either a blunt instrument or a simple, kind of like nailed bat kind of a deal. Mostly so you can destroy the brain very easily. Now that's if you're going with traditional zombies, because that way you get the easiest way to take them out, while the weapon is not the most endangering to yourself. However, if we're just talking about in general, like zombies that aren't like magic created zombies that aren't going down just by destroying their brain or cutting their head off or something like that, then it's always fire. Fire is your best approach, just because once they're ashes, they're not doing anything. Now, of course, there are large dangers with using fire, mostly catching yourself on fire. But as long as you plan properly and position properly, you should be able to avoid this problem. I hope this answers your question, milady. Moving on. I have a lot of armies that require orders, because I don't normally tell them to just sit there and protect the place. Who the hell is this? A single orc black knight, what? Oh, okay. Why is he there all alone? It's been a while since I've played, so... Oh, wait. Oh. I might want to pull them back. Maybe. But hey. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. Oh. No. Let's tab out the screen for a moment so I can scroll down the questions. There we are. Next up is a question from Yoshitoki Keigo. Good friend of mine, who I've put likes on a number of videos here and there. He's generally a nice guy. You should honestly check out his channel. Let's see. Upon going through many horror games, or at least playing them in or off recording, which game made you that scared of it that you needed to just drop it in place and leave it alone? Good question. Someone's paying attention to my horror lineage. Interesting question. It's actually kind of interesting, my answer to that one. Because here's the thing. The game I'm going to name, most people might not expect. Independence captured my watchtower. What? Okay. The game I'm going to name, most people might not actually expect. So this might come out as a little bit odd. But going to go with this, just because it makes sense to me. When I was younger, I know a lot of these questions are coming out as when I was younger. What can I say? I'm old. But if I think back, there's a game, and I've done an LP on it on my channel. It's called Scratches. Now, it's a very atmospheric game. There are no jump scares. Nothing like that happens. Nothing really... Well, there might be one, but nothing really jumps out at you in that game. It's all about atmosphere and the mystery of what's going on in the story. That game, I first played it when I was a lot younger. Like, I'm trying to think now, 18, 19? I was pretty young. Maybe even 17, actually. And I would play that game because the original version, this was the non-director's cut. The original version of that game, it really, like, again, the atmosphere was still there. And for that game, I had to play it at night. It just had to be at night. So, middle of the night, lights off, dark room, only light is coming from my screen, and even then it's not that much because this is a dark house that the whole thing takes place in. So I'm there playing it, and it's this atmospheric music and these creaks and groans around me occasionally, and it was just... I don't know what it was, but just at a certain point it was just like I was starting to hear things. At the point I was like, nope, okay, I need to stop here. Nope, 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 nope. I can't keep doing this because I am freaking myself out. That's one of the few games that I've ever had to put down and walk away for a little bit. Because usually that's the way it worked. I would play that game until I just got too freaked out to keep going. Oh my. No mercy. So thank you for the question, Yoshitoki. Next up, Mobile Neptune asks, what is your favorite part about making YouTube videos and why? Honestly, for me, it's like... For me, it's more about sharing a game I enjoy. Like, that's the thing here. I mean, yes, I'd love to make YouTube a career, but at the same time, when I started, the games I first did were all console-based, and I wasn't taking requests or anything then. I wanted to do a genre I love, which is horror, survival horror, and I wanted to do games I loved. So I did, the very first game I did was one of my favorite survival horror games of all time, and that still stands to this day, Fatal Frame. And honestly, I went into it thinking, I want to share this game with people. I want people to see this and to get a chance to go out and play it for themselves, hopefully. And, I mean, that's what it really comes down to for me. My favorite thing about making the videos, I mean, aside from just, I enjoy doing it. Like, it's just something fun for me to do because, I don't know, like, it's just fun for me to do because I love playing games anyway. So, recording it, I mean, it just kind of adds to it because I love to share that with people too. But, I mean, yeah, for me it all comes down to just sharing fun games and hopefully getting people to try them. I mean, the survival horror games, especially from back in the day, the old games like PS2 era, PS1 era, they were incredibly well done, especially for they were well done for their time, but they also stand the test of time. They still work today because they were based off the original concepts, and it just works. I mean, it's as simple as that. But yeah, I mean, my favorite part about making these videos is getting to share these games with people. I would appreciate it if any of my subscribers, if I ever get a comment from a subscriber just telling me, yeah, I saw you playing this game and it made me want to go out and play it, that would be the biggest thing for me. I would love that. Because as far as I'm concerned, then mission accomplished. I got someone to try the game, and hopefully they enjoyed it. I hope that doesn't sound too odd. Thank you for the question. And my last two questions. Very simple ones. I half wonder if there's some conspiring going on here. Because first it's from IV26. He joined me on a stream once. Very nice guy. It was on some Guns of Icarus. Do you have a girlfriend? Simple question, simple answer. No, I currently do not have a girlfriend. I have had a couple over the years. Currently, no, I am single. There you go. Simple answer. However, last question. This is from One Order Chaos, and this is why I think there's some conspiring going on here. Will you ever stream with IV26 again? IV, is that a friend of yours? Simple answer, yes? Question mark? Like, yeah, I'd be willing to stream again. I'd be willing to do some things with IV. It's just coming up with when, where, and kind of planning things a bit ahead of time. Now, I mean, on some of the streams where I've just had some general multiplayer stuff going on, if he's happens to show up and wants to play and there's a free slot, sure. I mean, you can join in. I'm fine with that. Otherwise, we can try and work something out, man. Oh, man. And that would be all the questions for now. So what I'm going to do now is try and get through this fight really quick. And then we'll move on to our little contest, our drawing. And we'll see who wins. Oh, my. So again, the prize is a Steam game of up to $20 in value. It's not much, but I mean, it's something. I can afford it, thankfully. Oh my. And of course, the only requirements were that you had to ask a question and you had to be subscribed to me. So, simple as that. Don't think I won't check. But otherwise, that would be it. So, I mean, again, I'd like to thank everyone for asking, for giving me these questions. I really do honestly appreciate it. So thank you so much for it. I wanted to do something special for hitting 250 subs, and a few people suggested the whole Q&A thing. And I honestly, yeah, I mean, I thought it was a great idea, so I went with it. Yeah, thankfully my creatures will make short work of these guys. It's no problem at all. Can I convert a beast? No, I can't. Okay, I can't convert these guys, so let's just kill them. Age of Wonders 3, give it a try. Well, if you like 4X games, give it a try. Wait, what? There's one more. Where's the last enemy? Didn't I kill? Oh, they're still alive. I'm an idiot. There we go. Got him. Ooh, what is this? Fine leather cap of the traitor and a wooden shield of spiritual faith. I will take those rewards. She already has a shield. They have the same stats. Why is that strong shield and why is that legendary shield? Ow. Okay. She'll get the cap. We'll send this off to someone who doesn't have a shield. You. Okay. I don't know if he has a shield or not, but we're going with him. So I'm going to go ahead and save my game here real quick. Save game. New evil attempt. Yes, that's right. I'm going evil in this. Wah. So, time for the draw. Now, let me just Alt-Tab very briefly here. Thankfully, you'll see no change in the screen. Oh, ha, 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 ha. So we are going to go ahead and open. All that might happen maybe is the game might freeze. I hope not, but we'll see. So we're going to go to random.org. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 possible winners. So we're going to generate a random number between 1 and 16. Generate. Okay, we have our winner. Our winner is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, did I lose count? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Really? Wow. Okay. Well, number 12 on our list is actually Lady Asabat. Oh my god. Oh, this is hilarious considering I just gave her a game a little while ago. I'm not miscounting, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, she is number 12. Well, congratulations, Lady Asabat, then. I know for sure you're subscribed to me, so I am glad that you've won. Oh my, the way random works sometimes. I hope no one calls bullshit on this. Oh, sorry, random.org. It calls the shots. That's the way it works. Oh man. So, our winner is Lady Asabat. Thank you to everyone for your questions. Thank you for being subscribers. Thank you for just enjoying my content and giving me your feedback. I appreciate any comments left, and excuse me. And I just want to thank everyone. I never thought I would make it this far, and I'm amazed that I have. So, next on, we're looking to move to 500 subscribers. Raw! Yes, I'm insane. I know. Now, that'll never happen. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I mean, who knows? But I'll keep at it no matter what. So, thank you all for joining me here. This has been Deseran. All you guys have a great day, and I'll see ya. Have a good one, guys. Bye. See ya.